Moisés Caicedo, since his childhood, does not recall that period with sadness, despite having been mistreated. The Ecuadorian reminisces about those moments with laughter, highlighting that joyful phase of his life. Currently, at 21 years old, he is a starter in the Qatar World Cup for Ecuador and is part of one of the most traditional teams in the Premier League, competing against giants like United, Liverpool and Chelsea. Caicedo is described as a midfielder of intensity and determination, a true defensive midfielder for his wings, providing good options and being loyal in duels with opponents. Despite occasionally showing some clumsiness, he shares characteristics with players like Casemiro and Fabinho, including a powerful long-range shot that poses a challenge for any goalkeeper. The midfielder, an admirer of his idol Kanté's playing style, stands out for always playing for the team's benefit. His rise was so notable that it sparked a fierce competition among clubs like United, Chelsea and Liverpool. Liverpool was pursuing Romeu Lavia to replace Renner, while Chelsea was pursuing Caicedo to replace Kanté. Surprisingly, the clubs decided to switch targets and invest in each other's players. Negotiations quickly surpassed the 100 million mark, culminating in a final offer of 128 million for the midfielder. Chelsea, deciding to outbid the offer, offered an even higher amount, totaling 133 million. The final decision was in the hands of the young boy, who chose Chelsea, becoming the most expensive signing in the history of the Premier League. And that's what we'll talk about in today's video. Becoming the most expensive signing in Premier League history and one of the top 5 in football history, the market in England is truly ablaze. Significant sums like the $100 million being tossed around are constantly changing hands. Chelsea undoubtedly is the club that has invested the most in recent years. In just the last season, they spent 600 million mainly on promising young talents like EQ's nomina, Mikael Mudryk and midfielder Enzo Fernandez, an Argentine standout in the World Cup. Having great players, however, doesn't guarantee success on the field, as evidenced by London clubs last season, where they failed to qualify for the Conference League. Under the leadership of Mauricio Pochettino, there is uncertainty about Chelsea's future, and we have to wait and see if there will be a positive change. Moisés Caicedo was called up to the Ecuadorian national team, which was in dire need of help to qualify for the World Cup. This is one of the magic moments of football. Suddenly, the life of this young Ecuadorian took a crazy turn, placing him at the top of the food chain. Nevertheless, he never forgets his roots in Santo Domingo, a quiet and dangerous place full of factions and gangs. The youngest of 9 siblings, the midfielder recalls that the family wanted to move from the area, but lacked the money to do so. Somehow, they survived in that place, and the ball became a great companion in tough times. Through the youngest sibling, the round object provided a drastic life change, and whenever possible, he returns to his hometown to help finance sports facilities for the youth, taking the opportunity to play a match there. Caicedo, like his idol, is an example of humility, a guy we hope succeeds. The English are spending a lot of money on any player, and Caicedo has the potential to become a great player, even if he's not yet at the level of the new order of world football, where promising and young players come at a high cost. Brighton was the big winner in the story, paying little for the Ecuadorian and now pocketing a considerable amount. Caicedo has the potential to become a world-class player, as he proved in Latin America, the World Cup and Bristol, where he was an absolute starter for a team that made an impact last season. Now, he has bid farewell to the club, and perhaps Chelsea truly holds a special place in his heart. Years ago, he took an iconic photo with his mother wearing the Chelsea shirt, even without imagining that one day he would play there. Moisés Caicedo's legacy is inspiring, showing that with hard work and determination, it's possible to achieve any goal. What is your opinion on his potential to become one of the greats in midfield history? Or do you think there could be a setback that will harm the Blues? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this, leave a like.